sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and 10. Take it. First down and a little extra for Mostert as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners that knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. Touchdown! T.J. Logan, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Now Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andy Isabella, 45 yards. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Gordon on 1st down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Andrews. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Mostert off the read option. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back. Working from the gun, Garoppolo finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type.
And they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Working with his 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the former Rice out Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. D.D. Westbrook from 10 yards out. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point. But, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. First down and a little extra for Mostert. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Garoppolo again. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
21. Here we go.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
58 58.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Jags grab it. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Deep in his home territory, he coughs up the football. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
54th Mike. Bang out, bang out, bang.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyle Juszczyk. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 24, 24, check 24.
Back to throw again. Drops it off for Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw again. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, Garoppolo. He finds Bateman over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Watch the right. I got you. I got you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He'll drop to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 41, Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Garoppolo on first down. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
58, boys, 58.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish the Mostert, and he drops the ball. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Barmore in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On second down, Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And here comes Westbrook. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points